We are now heading over to Anglesey Island to see if wild camping is still permitted. Let's see what's about. So this is the first place we've found on the island on search for sites. And unfortunately for us, despite the amazing views, we've got the sign that says no overnight camping. It is a beautiful parking spot, but it is near to houses as well. So we're going to go again and see what else we can find. Stop number 1 hasn't been success.
No overnight camping. We could deter that as we're in a motorhome. We could say that we're all night fishing. However, because we just got here and it's still light, we'll go somewhere a little bit more quiet. This is very we're happy with that.
We are very happy with this one for the night. There's no overnight parking signs around, so yeah, we're just going to go for it and see what happens. Hopefully we'll be all right. It's about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We've arrived at the park up. We've decided to come out for a little walk just to get some exercise, really. So what that means is I'm going to ruin a decent pair of trainers when I've got a perfectly good pair of boots in the van.
Are we going to slow back?
I think we should. I think we should be sensible. Mosey on.
Trousers up then.
You know that's all on camera, don't you, babe?
So far better than walking in the mud. Putting money in the local community, watching England get smashed in the rugby. Hopefully that'll change. What do you think, Lise? Will it change?
I don't think so.
What do you think, Lise? Will it change?
I don't think so, no.
We'll see. First night in Anglesey, we managed to find a free park up. How'd you rate it, Lise?
It was very quiet, and it's actually levelish as well.
When we was looking for a park up last night, we didn't appreciate that we was actually staying somewhere with a vast history. So what we're going to do now is take you out and give you a view of the harbour and tell you why it's so famous.
In the 18th century, people came from all over the UK to mine for copper, hence making Ameslick the biggest exporter of copper in the UK.
One of the uses for the copper was sheathing for wooden warships, most famously Nelson's HMS Victory.
The copper sheathing on the wooden warship helped it gain speed and manoeuvrability, crucial to success, especially at Trafalgar. When the copper mines become defunct, Almalick became a shipbuilding industry.
Oh!
With the camera intact, we stayed put and rode out a wet night. No big deal. It was one of those spots that you could stay for days. But it was time to move on. So the next day, we said goodbye and went for a little wander.
Here we have it. Park up number 2 in Anglesey, just outside of Chemice Bay. Beautiful little car park. Looks like it's going to be very, very peaceful. No signs saying no overnight. Looks like a bit of a nature reserve. And it's free. How cool is that? I think the only bad thing about it is it's right next to a nuclear decommissioning site, but you can't see it from here, so we'll pretend it's not there. Some lovely walks from here as well, apparently, so we might even give one a go later. So another quick bowl out this evening, just to stretch our legs a bit before the rain and that comes. But this is viewpoint of the day. Got to say, that looks absolutely amazing. Ooh, not so sure about this one. Lucky for us, we're not going to be looking to get a sunset. What a great park up, lovely and peaceful. Did think we'd be woken up by the hum of the power plant nearby, but heard nothing at all. And this morning, sun's up bright and early, and we are heading to somewhere really exciting.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
This is one of the reasons we've come to Anglesey, to see the Copper Mountain, also known as Parys Mountain.
Dating back to the Iron Age, where there's evidence that it was first mined. It's hard to believe that this chasm was created with nothing more than picks, shovels, gunpowder and the sweat of people. A massive copper roll was found here close to the surface in March 1768. It was found by a fellow called Roland Pugh, who was a local miner, and for his efforts he was rewarded with a bottle of brandy and a rent-free cottage for life.
So even though this is called Parys Mountain, it is actually only a hill at 150 metres. All this to get down to this lovely little cave. And if you look carefully, you can see that crazy cat in the corner.
Don't put the cat in the corner.
Time to head back to the van and get some lunch because I'm bloody starving.
Where do we go from here?
Had to come to Holyhead to get some LPG. Decided to look for a park up round this area and come across this little beauty. Now bizarrely, there's a few car parks up there and they all say no overnight parking, but this one has no signs whatsoever. So this is where we've decided to stay, right next to the lighthouse. Just climbed the 400 steps down to South Stack Lighthouse, only to be told it's closed and it's not open until the 1st of March. But brilliant views anyway. So time to head back up. Lovely park up by the lighthouse last night, really quiet. So this morning we're now heading off to find the gas.
So we can have a shower.
Yes, much needed.
We're now looking for a park up for the night. Seen a sign to Dead End Road. This could go two ways in motorhome life. It'll either be a cheeky little park up somewhere or a long lane to reverse up because there's nowhere to turn round.
So no park up that way, but we may have just found another. No signs saying we can't park here. The parking spots are a bit...
Well, we can either go long ways, bearing in mind we don't think too many people,
No,
or we can go in and go.
right up to the viewpoint.
Morning guys, a serene water over the Menai Straits this morning. Still a bit of snow on Snowdonia's mountains. Our park up for last night on the roadside, which we found by accident. What did you think of it, Lise?
Oh, it's so peaceful and quiet.
It was lovely and quiet. Last car went past about 11 o'clock. First one went past about 6:15 this morning. By then we were up and at 'em, so it don't bother us too much. Would we get away with parking here in the summertime? I very much doubt it. Were we taking the Michael parking long ways? Possibly, but we got here just before dark. 2 cars turned up separately and had loads of room. Anyway, what's the plans for today, Lise?
We are heading to a little church.
The island is home to the patron saint of lovers. There are ruins, there are myths, some tragedy, some romance.
So that's St Dwynwen's Island, all done and dusted.
Apart from a long walk back.
Yeah, we have got the long walk back. You can only come across here during low tide, which can be a bit of a pain. When we got here this morning, there was no one about, and
Because it was high tide.
yes,
If only we had an app on our phone which tells us when tide's coming.
That
would be
we have.
tremendous.
that's it then. Are we going to head back
Yeah,
then?
yeah.
Yeah. And there we have it, Llanddwyn Beach. Correct me if I'm wrong with that pronunciation. That's probably going to be the case. Beautiful location, lovely park up as well. However, it's £5 for 2 hours and then 70p for every 20 minutes you stay here thereafter, up to a maximum of £15. So it is quite an expensive car park if you do what we did and got here too early this morning to go over onto the island. Anyway, we're going to take off. I think actually we're heading to our next destination, which we'll tell you about when we get there.
That's what happens when you take off.
Yeah. He has to butt in, doesn't he, eh?
That's literally how life works. If you leave one place, you're going to your next destination.
So yeah, we're going to see you at our next destination.
Apart from you who signed out because she's waffling.
Finished?
I've gone to watch Northerners on tour.
Final destination last night after leaving the beach park up was to go to Brimgolly, where they've got a camper area that which allows you to fill up with water and also empty your toilet for a £5. However, when we got here it was getting late, and for an extra £5 you could stay the night. So for £10 we got this most beautiful park up with 5 perfectly spaced pitches, and just up there you got the old copper mine. So leaving today once we've filled up, and we're going to head further down. This is our last night on Anglesey tonight, and we're going to go somewhere special.
Our last park up on the island. It's a freebie, but with a twist. Where are we going, Lise?
We're going to the pub
And why are we going to the pub?
because we're hungry.
Good answer, good answer. And we'll tell you in the morning what the food was like
Yeah.
and how noisy the road was.
Yes. Thank you to the 4 Crosses Inn for accommodating us last night. The whole experience was really nice. The food and the staff were lovely, and even though we were along a main road, it was really quiet throughout the night, so I can't complain at all.
7 nights on Anglesey, 6 free park ups,
Yes.
wild camping, no problems whatsoever.
No. Not at all.
Most of them were perfectly legal-ish.
Yes.
So we can now debunk the rumour that you can no longer wild camp on Anglesey. Might be slightly different and more mayhem in summer, but I should
Yeah.
think the whole island is mayhem in the summer, so not for us.
No. So where to next, Spence?
Should we go and find some mountains then?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
You know that.